Dr. Kraljevic is a remarkable career in international business, and often in areas where women are not so frequently represented. Moreover, she has the ability to talk about very complex business issues in a way that is both educational and very entertaining. I think it is very difficult to resist a book like Borderless Leadership that has chapters such as Sophia Loren and the company that missed the point. Zlatica is the CEO of the Anders Frontier Group. She is also a senior fellow at the George Mason University School of Law. She is widely recognized for her work in emerging markets, and she has done business in more than 30 countries on 6 continents. Please join me in welcoming Zlatica to our program.
Thank you, Karen, for that wonderful introduction. Now, we all know that it's not easy to do business overseas. It has never been, and these days it seems more complicated than ever. But I'm here to offer you a different perspective of how the global market is operating today. And I also would like to share a tool, a very simple tool, that will allow you to manage the complexities of the world today. I don't think I have time to go through this exercise, but I wanted to tell you how I was able to use this system in Saudi Arabia. I worked there for 3 years. I was hired by a private university. I realized that I was the only female in the executive team reporting to the president. And every time that the president had a meeting with the executive team, he would start talking for 5 or 10 minutes, and somebody would raise a hand and said, I cannot concentrate on what you're saying because I don't know what she's doing here. And the first time I look around and say, who is she? Who came in? Well, it was me. And they were very open. They were talking about me and the problems that they have of having a woman in the office, in the room, that it was refreshing in a way. Instead of speaking about me behind my back, they were talking as if I was not in the room. So I have to learn, first become aware of what their concerns were. Became aware that some of the leaders were pushing for this against Zlatica being in the room, and others were just following the leaders. So I started to have meetings on an individual basis and changing the mentality. I could have very easily said, I'm leaving. They don't want me here. But I didn't. I focused on the individual personalities, and I worked with them, and this took 2 or 3 months to get to that level. But I became the leader of choice, because once they understood what I brought to the table, and it was beneficial to the university and to what they were trying to do, and they understood also that because I was coming from the US, I had a range of experience that they didn't have. I became the leader of choice for very complex projects. So I was able to use this process very clearly, and it worked beautifully well. Yeah? One of the things that I learned, for instance, is when men and women are together in the Arab world, men are very strong. They want to make all the decisions. So the way they do that is that they provoke women into becoming very emotional. And it's a very emotional exchange. And then they will say, you're too emotional, you cannot make decisions. So we'll make all the decisions. When they try with me, they realize that they couldn't rattle me. I just keep making my arguments. And then I used that in my favor. When they started to get upset because they couldn't convince me, I said, don't get emotional. And the reaction was fantastic. They were so surprised that I could put a label on them that they used to put on others, in women. They said, no, I'm not emotional. Actually, what you're saying makes a lot of sense. And I lost very few arguments after that. I believe in this system because it has universal applications. Yeah. I have been able to use this for 25 years, and it works. So I hope that you take that home. And I thank you for your attention today. Give me a call if you need me, anytime.